Miss Kay, here we are at Weiss Lake, not only for the third stop in the North Division, kind of our halfway point for our season, but it's the 100th Alabama Bass Trail Tournament ever.
It is, and I'm so thankful to get to this milestone for the trail, for the guys who work with us, the ladies who work with us, and for these anglers. I mean, without the red and green lights on the water every Saturday morning, you just don't have a trail. And I'm thankful for the sponsors and the host cities that believed in us 9 years ago and continue to believe in us today.
It's a pretty impressive list and a lot of good folks here. 225 boats taking off this morning from Weiss Lake. Let's get out there and check out the Academy first cast of the morning.
Dear Lord, something has gone down on this tree.
We just launched 225 boats here on Weiss Lake. It's the third stop of the Alabama Bass Trail North Division. Conditions here are great. It's warm. We got sunshine. Fishing really should be good. The anglers have been telling us it's been a little bit tough during practice. I think part of it is these guys tend to fish fast during practice, cover a lot of water. They need to slow down. It's the time of year we have to slow down, more bottom contact. Some of these fish are looking to spawn, so you got to slow down in order to get the bites. I think these guys will make the adjustments today. Should see some good weights. We got 3 cameras on the water today. I'll be going upriver. Jason's going to be kind of mid-lake, and then Laura Ann will be on the lower end. Stay tuned. We'll have all the action come to you next.
We are on boat number 4, John Bryan and Mason Bryan. We are basically on a slugfest right here, John, right? That's what you said when I pulled up, basically catching them left and right. It just happens to be
the wrong species.
The wrong species. But you know what? We're out here and it's still fun to catch them. I mean, it is. I know it's hard to leave fish biting. Sometimes you have to leave hybrid biting, but sometimes they could be mixed in here. John was sharing earlier, it lights up pretty quick on his 360, and he's like, man, they're here. And you just can't tell which are which at this point, but on this lake, you kind of have to fish through them.
Wow! Woo! Looky there.
Yes.
That is a good one right there. Ah, sweet.
Finally got a little action. Finally caught one on camera.
That is a good one too. What do you think that is, like 3.5, 4 pounds?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. How did you do here in practice?
We done good here in practice. That's why this was our first stop this morning.
Do you think you'll spend a lot of time here?
If we catch nothing like that, you'll find us right here.
Yep, that's true, that's true. What do you think's the secret to this spot?
They just run up on that shallow water right there.
Gotcha.
Up there and then leave.
So they're like moving up. Do you think that's because they're getting ready to spawn, because of the shad spawn?
Every time they pull water through the channel, it rolls this water right here.
Oh.
And I mean, it's not just a spawning thing here.
It's like an eddy, like one big eddy, kind of? Like an ambush point?
Hey, we're with boat number 86. It's Colton Bramlett and Cassidy Evans. We've been following them here for a little while. We're in the Yellow Creek area, and these guys have been targeting boat docks. And when I pulled up on him, he said that their prime bite is really from 10:30 on. Once the sun gets up, gets high, that the shade is actually underneath the dock. Right now, there's too much shade. And he says once that sun gets up, it's actually shallow enough that he can see a lot of the fish. He said anything before then's a bonus. They've got 2 fish in the boat right now. He felt pretty confident that he can get some pretty good bites doing this. Fish on. You know, he told me the dock was the key, and there it is. That fish came off a dock.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Automotive, where it's always Bill Penny time. by Jack's, all about the South, and by Sweet Home Alabama.
In 2009, it all started with this 721 Pro XP and a passion to build the best fishing platform in design, performance, and construction for all of our customers. Through the years, motors have changed. Electronics have changed. But the passion to build the best bass boat possible has not changed. Everyone at Phoenix believes we got it right the first time.
Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Penny. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Orton, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
The splash of your paddle mimics the pelican as it drops down from above. As the calmness of the water washes away any lingering concerns, you listen to the tall grass sing of the surrounding beauty and how the best views only get better when they're shared. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
Howdy. Good job. Good job. There you go. Good spot. Good spot. Yes. Got it. Huh? Here you go, dude. Big it. Boy.
How's your day going so far today?
I got 4 right now.
Got 4? What kind of size?
Well, they're pretty good spots. They're about 35 spots. So.
Okay, it's a good start.
Yeah.
I noticed current was running pretty good when we put in. Is that kind of a key to what you're doing?
I really don't know. I mean, these spots, they're just kind of, they'll school up out here for about 5 minutes and they stop.
Okay.
You can catch them while they're schooling. You can catch some good ones.
Right.
We started out early with a shad spawn and we caught one on a buzzbait early.
Okay.
Pockets. And these spots are pretty good, so we figured we might get a limit of them and hopefully go flip docks for it today.
We are on Chad Hall. Looks like there is a shad spawn going on the bank, but I'm just going to tell you that is not a shad spawn. That would what to be a grass carp, trash fish, up there eating the grass, chasing bait out of it. It looks really good, but it is nothing but trash. So Chad said he has 2 fish in the box, made a run up here just to get away from other people. Wasn't an easy run to get back in here, had to idle over about 1 foot of water. What breaks our area a little different than maybe the area Kenneth and Lorianne are in The teams up here have gone way upriver. It's not an easy run to get up here. The river gets really skinny at times, and you've got to really pay attention to the map, pay attention to the buoys. There are lots of trees right out in the middle of the buoy sometimes, but some of these guys know this really well and know what these areas can hold. And I know in the past, the tournaments have been won up in these areas, that guys that are regulars up here and know how to get back in these spots and take their time to break down these fish and really build a pattern back in here.
And how are y'all doing today? How many fish do y'all have?
We have 2.
2 for 2. Let's see here. And how did y'all's practice go?
Up and down.
Up and down? How many days did you get to practice?
I was here 3 days.
So what do you think about this weather today? Is it throwing you off because practice weather was different, or are you liking it?
No, the weather's good. It's just the fish are in between stages. So
Right.
it's pretty tough right now.
So is it kind of it really doesn't matter what kind of weather you have just because they're in that in-between stage?
I don't know if that's the case, but it kind of feels that way.
Gotcha. So how does one fish for in-between stage fish then? What's the plan?
We're trying to find them at the intersection, going shallow or coming out.
The intersection, I like that. I like the way you worded that. And what kind of baits are you using right now?
We're Texas rigging a Cinco right now.
Boy, that's a long cast. Reeling and reeling and reeling. Still hadn't seen that fish. Into the net, into the boat. Nice job, guys. Well, we obviously saw that one. How many you got in the boat so far?
3.
3, what kind of size?
2 of them about 3 pounds, and that was about 2 pounds.
Okay. So about 3 fish were about 8 pounds. Just a large, shallow flat here. How are you targeting these fish?
Just on stumps.
Okay. You think they're spawning on those stumps?
Possibly. I think so, because those are spots.
Right. We'll have more for you from Weiss Lake right after this.
This portion of Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Garmin, by Academy Sports and Outdoors, and by America's First Credit Union. There's more right after this.
Buying stale, burnt coffee is like eating hot sushi out of a vending machine. It's just a no-no. Explosion. Cool guys don't look at them. As a veteran-owned and operated company, we take massive pride in giving back. And with your support, we've donated millions to charitable organizations and veterans. Do you have a lightsaber leg, Jay?
Yeah, I got a lightsaber leg.
When you sign up for our coffee club, you get fast free shipping directly to your door.
I'm on a helicopter.
Taste of the South starts out here. However you roll into work, you can bring the flavor with Jack's Breakfast Catering. Huge scratch-made buttermilk biscuits and hearty breakfast sandwiches, mixed or matched, starting at just $15. Don't forget to add delicious fresh ground Royal Cup coffee and classic breakfast sides, because great work starts with great breakfast. Breakfast Catering starting at $15 from Jack's. All about the South.
Stay down. Keep him down. Keep him down. Keep him down. You got him. All the way to the boat. All the way to the boat. Coming up. Oh, stop. Damn, man. There's a good one. That's a good one, Bubba. Get back to bass. Oh, yeah. Thank you. We ain't going upward. Got it? Come on, here. Ha ha ha!
You gonna help?
Hell yeah.
Here Here we are with Damien Willis Telekiker with real shallow coming across here, so I didn't want to potentially interfere with what they're doing, so I decided to troll pretty good ways. Fish in the boat. Perfect timing. Almost like they knew that fish was there. Had power poles down. Had the fish to bite, miss it. Ends up catching the fish, pulls the power poles up, maybe moving to the next spot.
Got 3.
Got 3? What kind of size?
No big ones.
No big ones?
Got hook set.
That ain't what I'm looking for. That ain't what I'm looking for.
Hey, I brought y'all good luck just now. How did practice go for you guys?
We caught them deep, we caught them shallow, but with everybody running around here in the shallow water, I didn't start catching fish out deep till before lunchtime, till later in the evening, so I'm not too worried about it just yet.
Do you think having all these boats in the area is like creating some pressure?
Well, everybody's beating the bank, right? So
Right.
that will that'll take a toll later.
Gotcha.
But there's not that many boats down here right now. That can change. But we've got a good number, so if it's going to work for us, it'll work this afternoon.
All right, you cannot come to Weiss Lake without talking to the arm, Mr. Lee Pitts. You know, if you're gonna come to Weiss Lake and you're looking to book a crappie day, I would say you definitely book it with Lee. You know, we finished up Lake Neely Henry with him on the show and he caught us a fish, so we came to him today and just said, man, we need to find Lee, we need to find him on the water. Thankfully, he's got a GPS tracker, so it wasn't that hard to find him. So pull right up on him. We were way back in the spot and I was like, I know Lee knows how to get out of here, so I'm just gonna follow him. Thankfully, I got a free ride out of here today. So, Mr. Lee, tell us what's going on.
You know, it's been real slow for us this morning. We're getting bit, but the fish are just still in that little funk. You know, they're not wanting to do a whole lot. Had a couple of good fish just follow a bait all the way to the boat. Trying to stay in some of this dead grass right now, hoping we can get a little bit of a reaction bait. You know, we got some wind blowing and get these fish just kind of looking around. Maybe they'll eat something before they think about it a whole lot.
Lee, you're probably on this lake more than anybody, I would say. Lots of guys are saying this is a post-spawn event. I mean, I think they're all sandbagging saying it is, but where do you feel the fish are?
There's some just coming, some are off, and some are locked on.
Yeah.
I think whoever sits down and lands on the right little stretch of bank is going to have some weight today. The largemouth, there's some big largemouth that we'll eat. They're just scattered. Yeah. You know, it's just not everywhere. They're kind of
covering water today.
One and an hour later catch another.
Yeah. Oh, got a fish on.
Tanker.
Hey, it's a fish catch though, right?
Yeah.
It counts.
You're good enough, then.
Totally counts for us. I mean, all I'm looking for fish catches. I can't guarantee the size.
I hope he doesn't make it.
Well, we hope he doesn't, you know, but 5 is 5.
Man, it's been an exciting day here on Weiss Lake. Got a lot of good coverage for you. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's about time for us to go in and get ready for weigh-ins. These guys still have several hours to fish. They're still going to work on this fish. Hopefully they'll get to catch it and go find them another one. And at the end of the day, when it's time to weigh in, they've got the 5 fish that they're looking for. All the other teams are kind of in the same boat. They're looking to finish out the day strong, just like these guys. But don't go anywhere, because we got the weigh-in coming next.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee Company, by T.H. Marine, from transom to trolling motor, and by Mountain Dew. There's more to come.
The T.H. Marine HydroWave H2 KVD edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The HydroWave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The HydroWave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
Research and development is more than just time in the shop for us. It's time out here, sweating the details, making boats that work as well in the real world as they do on paper. From our R&D team to our anglers on the water, we have the knowledge and passion to build you the finest fishing platform in the world.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Mitch Mitchell, Candler McCollum. Tell me how your day got started this morning.
Started off pretty good. We were trying to cover some water early and just pulled in and started fishing slow in an area, and Mitch hooked up on a good one. I think what may have ended up being our best fish. So that clued us in a little bit, and then we just kind of started going down the bank.
If you watched live today, you saw a sight fishing clinic from these two.
Our guys just crossed the stage, 14.92 pounds. We saw you guys quite a bit on the water today. Bed fishing. We saw you catch one right when we pulled up on you, and then there were several more that you spent quite a bit of time on, couldn't get to commit. We finally left. Tell us what happened after we left.
We ended up catching them both. One of them is uncatchable. 100%. You cannot catch that bass.
I don't think that one's got any eggs in the bed or something. It just won't protect it. It won't leave, but it has absolutely zero intention.
It'll act like it, but it won't get it. And there was two more boats spend an hour on it, and it's still there when we left.
And went way better than expected, obviously. We started out real good and caught 3 of our 5 we weighed in probably in the first hour. And then after that, it was kind of just junk fishing, and we upgraded our last time probably about 12:30.
Boat 70, Zach Taylor, Josh Austin, 5 fish today. Looks good.
Yeah, only had 8 fish all day. They were the right ones, though.
1929, losing to second place.
So we pulled into our first spot, it's full of boats. So we turned around, went to our secondary spot, and flipped in next to a lay down around some grass, super dirt shallow, and big one ate it. Got hung up in a tree, had to go in there and get it. It was pretty exciting. Then we fished in that same area for the rest of the morning, really. Filled out a limit, a couple another good 3.5 pounders or so, a couple 2s. And then we went offshore. And he stuck a pig, the big one, on a shaky head.
You're our team of Gary Thacker, Carter Woodall, just crossed the stage with 17.95. Tell us how you caught your fish today.
Caught them on swimming a jig.
Swimming a jig?
Yeah.
What color jig?
White.
What was the weight of the jig?
Quarter.
What was on the end of the jig?
Swim bait.
Yeah. Okay. What size swim bait?
3.8 probably.
We saw you for a little while, I don't know, kind of midday. You guys were set up on a fish. You know, you were making a lot of casts for a while. I started to say, man, he's going to get worn out. Next thing I knew, you kind of sit down, you jump up on the deck, start making casts. You get a couple of swigs of Mountain Dew, and you look like you were ready to go after it again.
I was right back ready again.
So I got to know, did you ever catch that fish?
We didn't. We caught one right down from it. We never caught that exact one we was working on.
Well, Ms. Kay, Weiss Lake did not disappoint today on the 100th event, the third stop of the North Division here at Weiss Lake. I mean, couldn't ask for a better day weather-wise. We were worried about it all week, but it turned out pretty nice.
It did, and you know, it's always good to come to Weiss Lake, and it's good we've got a new winner on Weiss Lake, but a 4-time Alabama Bass Trail winner. There's only one other person that can claim that, but these guys did it today.
Guys, come on in here. Mitch Mitchell, Chandler McCullum, guys, great day, beautiful weather compared to Smith and Neely, obviously, but talk about your day a little bit.
Yeah, it really, we weren't expecting today to pan out kind of the way that it did, and we really weren't sure that 1996 was going to hold up, but it did. So we were fortunate. We had some fish move in for us. We had a little bit of a game plan, but we weren't quite expecting this, so it was good to see it all come together.
Mitch, 4-time winner on the Alabama Bass Trail, dude. I mean, that puts you in some elite company there. It's got to feel good.
Oh, yeah, it feels great. This is, Weiss was kind of it's always been a tough one, so it means something to win here, too.
A good points day, obviously, and you qualify for that championship, you know, all the way. So, and obviously a great payday for you guys as well. So, well, Ms. Kay, that wraps up 100. Now we're on to 101 at Lay Lake, coming up in the south. The 4-stop for those guys. Weather's getting warmer, water's getting warmer. Should be a good event.
You know, and the points race is really heating up as well, especially in the South Division. And I think we determined the last time, I mean, the guys in the top 25 are really going to have to get after it to get in that top 9. So it's going to be fun to watch as it develops.
Folks, make sure you tune into the next event on Lay Lake on Valley Sports Southeast.